Why don't people step up? Well, we actually surveyed people when we wrote Stepping Up. Why don't you step up more at work? Let me tell you the number one reason people said I don't step up more at work. Number one reason, by about 15 percentage points, they said, I wasn't given a seat at the table. They didn't really ask for my ideas. I really wasn't asked to be an owner, and so consequently, I don't step up. Now, let me illustrate what I mean by that. I want to tell you about a wonderful story of someone who got people very unlikely to step up. Her name is Joanne Beaton. She's a vice president at a telecommunications company called Telus, the most profitable telecommunications company in the world, based in Canada in the last 15 years, bar none. And Joanne, about 9 years ago, was given a pretty tough assignment. She was asked by the CEO to take over operator services at Telus. Now, it doesn't take anybody in the telecommunications business to know this is not exactly a plum assignment. These are the people who say information. Can I help you, please? Would you like to place a call? This is a dinosaur part of the business being replaced by technology. And it's a cost center at the time, not a profit center. It's literally hemorrhaging money for Telus. And the CFO says, Joanne, here's the deal. We got a union contract. We should really outsource these jobs overseas to a cheaper place, but we got a union contract. We can't do it for another 5 years. As soon as it's over, we probably will. In the meantime, cut the costs, keep the quality up. If anybody leaves, don't rehire them. Good luck. And by the way, you got 1,000 people all in the union with the lowest engagement scores in the entire company. Now, I think you'll agree with me, Joanne Beaton had every good reason to be a 0-100 leader when she went in there. And by the way, if you want people to be 100-0, your leaders better role model 100-0. I love what Joanne Beaton did. The first 2 weeks of her assignment, she had town hall meetings, in relatively small town hall meetings, all 1,000 of the people. And she said 3 things. She said, the first thing you need to know is that I am not going to act like a victim. I know operators are becoming a thing of the past. I know technology is replacing our jobs. I know that we have a high cost center compared with other people who could do this somewhere else. But I want you to know I will not act like a victim. If you ever hear me blame the CEO or the marketplace for the fact that we are not successful, you have permission to stop me. The second thing you need to know is I will not let you act like a victim. You need to know from day one, no one is going to save this business but us. The third thing you need to know is for the next 6 weeks, I am going to come and meet with every one of you, 1-on-1, 1-on-3, 1-on-5, 1-on-10, and I am going to ask you 3 questions. If you were me, what would you do to turn this business around? Number 2, if you are our competitors, what would you do to put us out of business? And number 3, how do you think you have to step up and change if we're going to transform this business? For the first 6.5 weeks, Joanne Beaton did nothing. She did not bark out one order or do anything except meet with every one of those 1,000 people and ask them those 3 questions. Before she even finished, they started coming to her in small groups and saying, Joanne, we know you're not done talking to everyone yet, but we've figured it out. We've been talking among ourselves. We figured it out. We only have 2 choices. We will either be the outsourced or the outsourced to. We will either be dinner or we will have dinner. We have only one choice. We have to step up and create the highest productivity, highest customer service, operator services business in North America. If we do that, our competitors will give us the business and take it away from their people. If we don't, Telus will get rid of these jobs in 5 years. And after having these conversations, we would do the same thing if we were them. Within 15 months, they had grown their headcount by 55%. 3 of their major competitors, including 2 telecommunications companies 5 times their size, had outsourced their entire operator services to them. 3 years later, they won the best award for best operator services in North America, won it 6 years in a row. Within 2.5 years, they had the highest engagement scores in the entire company. But you might ask yourself, how did that leader get 1,000 people, all in an entitlement mentality, to step up? And I want to say the number one thing she did was she gave them a seat at the table. I asked Joanne, by the way, why do you think most leaders don't do what you did? I love what she said. She said, first of all, I think most leaders are afraid that if we give people a chance to be involved in decisions, they will make the wrong decision. She said, but my experience is you give smart people the same information you have, most of the time they will reach the same conclusion. The difference is it will be their conclusion now and not yours.